Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Illuminous 4K Screen Paint using ambient light projection technology gain times 8. I like doing these live demonstrations. It just shows so much more on how black technology is far more advanced than the white and gray projection screen due to the fact that they cannot produce color. Now, this is the reason why, as I said before, why you have to sit in a dark environment in order to produce an amazing, oh, not say amazing picture, but to produce a picture of some kind of color sorts. Keep in mind, we are sitting here in the dark. We're doing a dark demonstration. And even in the dark with a projector, 4300 lumens, my Sony VPL FH30 1920 by 1200, you still cannot get proper color off your projection screen due to the fact that your screen does not have the ability to be able to produce contrast or color, even though the screen is light gray or dark gray. So we got the sample sheet up here against the screen. Also too, we have a light screen paint mix. We will be doing, actually I have to place an order pretty soon for some other screen paint, but just to show you that even with the lights out, for those of you who are saying, well, I do a lot of demonstrations with the lights on, I thought I'd do this demonstration strictly with the lights out, just to show you that even if you have, and keep in mind, I've done this demonstration outside today with the my 4300 lumen projector with a huge sheet of white or gray screen right in the center of my outdoor screen, showing you the reason why when the Supreme 9 launches, that any white screen on the market will not be able to hold a candle to it. It's going to be quite impressive. So anyway, here we are on the Supreme 8. This is a lights out demonstration only. And I'm going to explain something to you. You can follow along if you want. But like I said, this is going to be broadcasted everywhere. So either way, either you'll see it or everybody on my Facebook channel or Twitter channel or website, other websites we're linked to, will all see the exact same demonstration live. Okay, so as I said before, white screens and gray screens do have the ability to produce white levels. White levels do not fade out when you turn the lights on. Test it out for yourself. Put on a white screensaver and see how fast it takes for it to fade out in a fully lit environment. The problem you have with gray screens and lighter gray screens, they can't produce contrast, and because they can't produce a contrast level, that means the screen is automatically going to fade and wash out. That's why when you have a light gray screen and the minute you turn your lights on, the colors fade and wash out, but they can produce white. So first thing we'll do is we'll go over here and we'll pull up a white, all white color. And this is the reason why I believe that white screens and gray screens will soon become obsolete, because they're just not worth the time anymore. All right, so we'll pull up white. If you think my theory is wrong, you test it out for yourself. Matter of fact, I'll purchase an all-white screen today from eBay and have it down here. We'll do the demonstration up on an all-white screen, and I'll prove my theory in a large 92-inch white motorized projection screen. All right, so let's pull up white first. As I said before, white is the one color that will not fade out in a fully lit environment. It will produce a white image whether the room is dark or actually whether the room is actually well lit. So here we go. We're showing a white demonstration, perfectly white. We have two screens up on the board. I'll turn the lights on just to show you that white does not fade in a fully lit environment. It always remains white no matter what. Now a white screen will be able to produce a higher white level than these two sample sheets up against the screen. And that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Now that's the reason why when you turn on your projector, and if you're displaying any form of color, it automatically starts to fade because the color doesn't have any contrast. White does not require contrast at all because it's white. All right, so let's go pop over to the color blue. Let's see. Neon blue. As you can see, the black screen is producing the dark blue, where the light screen here and the projection screen there is producing a faded image, a faded blue, because these screens cannot pull up color. They can pull up white levels, they can't pull color. Same reaction if I turn the lights on. Now keep in mind, if you've been asking me to turn off the lights when doing demonstrations, what do you think would happen if I turned the lights on and these screens took on that much ambient light, knowing that they can't take on light to begin with? One of them actually has a 0.9 gain and is an ambient light rejection screen by Elite. All right, so let's go over, change out. Let's go to a nice brighter light blue. There you go. Cannot produce a proper light blue. Let's come out of here. Let's go pick up the color neon red. This is the reason why your color fades when you turn on your lights with the white screen, because your screen cannot pick up color. Even if you have a 4K projector, which I'm planning to buy another one, or if you get a 1080p projector, 720p projector, even if you have 10,000 lumens, 3,000 lumens, 1,100 lumens, it doesn't make a difference. You're still going to pick up a faded image. That's why you have to calibrate your projector when dealing with the white or gray screen, because it can't pick up proper color. Now, if I were to blend all the colors in together, you would be to pick up a better image. But technically, you're not picking up what you think you're picking up. Let's go over to, let's see. Well, let's just take this one right here. This is a kind of neon solid red, something weird. Let's take this color right here. Doesn't make a difference what I pull up on the screen. It's going to come up the same way. So this is a crazy theory. You have a gray screen that can pull a white level, but for some reason it can't pull color. How is that possible? This is live. There's nothing here being faked. You're watching at the same time watching it. How does a white gray screen pull a white level, but it can't pull a bright enough color like red, blue, green, yellow, purple, pink? It can't pull those colors. It automatically fades. So this is the theory on why when you get a white projection screen and you try to watch something like Avatar, Batman, something involves deep blue colors or whatever, and it automatically fades when any kind of light hits that screen. Number one, white screens and gray screens do not have proper gain. Number two, they do not have any sort of ambient light projection whatsoever. They don't have that capability. Ambient light projection technology is very important because it allows the screen to be able to draw in tons of ambient light around it and still produce an amazing image. Even though if you're using your projector in a fully lit environment, you are losing lumens. Some people actually think because their projector has 4,300 lumens, such as mine, that if they're using 4,300 lumens, they are maintaining 4,300 lumens. You are not maintaining 4,300 lumens. You will lose lumens as the projector starts to make destination, or the picture makes destination to the screen. That's why when you have churches or companies, they use such massive amount of lumens because they know they're going to lose a high amount of lumens before it makes contact with the screen. They just want enough lumens to be able to pick up on the screen to begin with, and that's where the screen is required to have enough gain to be able to push back your image so you can see it properly. But without contrast there, the screen is pretty much not there at all. And that's why you're seeing the faded image you're seeing here on these two screens, because number one, the gain is extremely poor. Keep in mind, one of these screens is an Elite, and it has a 0.9 gain. So if that screen has a 0.9 gain, how high do you think the gain is on our technology? And we can pull that image. This is what you have to be able to back up when developing technology. Let's move on. All right, so let's pull up gray. Both of these screens are gray. Gray should pick up pretty good. So let's go out. Let's bounce out of this menu. Let's go pull up. Let's see. We'll clear this and we'll bring up gray. Gray. Color gray screens. Here we go. Right on the money, gray screens. All right, we'll go to light gray first. So here's another question for you right here. How is it that a black screen can pull up gray better than a screen that's gray? You even need contrast for gray. Let's start with a dark gray. Let's go with a lighter gray. This one should basically do a much better on the light gray screens. And still, they're coming up white when this is actually light gray. Let's pull a black background test. Black background test. As a matter of fact, let's do a color test. Color pixel test. Color pixel test. Now let's see which one we need here to do this. I think one of these changes multiple colors. I think it's not this one, it's this one. I think it may be. Here we go. Now, it produces white, but it can't produce color. Sorry if that gave anybody a seizure. I do apologize. As you see, when the colors flash, the screens in the center still remain the same color. They cannot pick up color. Let me turn this off, because this is starting to make me feel like I'm at a discotheque right now. All right, there we go. Ooh, still flashing. All right, we got to come out of that one. That's going to give me a headache. Let's see. Oh shoot, they just put an F I can't watch that. I don't have seizures, but don't want to trigger something that I don't have. See that? No matter what color flashes on that screen, that gray screen's not going to pick it up. It's just not going to have the ability to do so. Does not make a difference. Shades of black. Color test, shades of black. So this is a color test. This is showing multiple shades of black on the screen. The only color a white screen and gray screen can pick up without fading is white. That's it. So you're seeing it right here live. If my theory is wrong, then prove me wrong. Levels of black test. Levels of black test. This is why, like I said, gray screens, dark gray screens, white screens are considered to be obsolete because they cannot pull any form of color whatsoever. Where's my tape? I just had, there we go. Got some tape. They react exactly the same way as it would react to a white screen. So white screens have the same problem with being able, not having the ability to be able to produce a white level. That is the same thing that goes through a gray screen or a light gray screen or darker gray screen. They still have the same problem with having the ability to be able to produce a white level. Sorry, not white level, black level. In order for the screen to be able to produce a proper color or black or anything whatsoever, it has to be in the dark. Let's go. I think we have that level test right about here on that one. There we go. That's the one I want. Let's make sure we get this all the way to the very end. There we go. So in this demonstration, the background is supposed to produce black at all times. So if you're sitting in the dark, because some people think, okay, so I have a dedicated home theater setup and that my screen is going to be used in the dark anyway, it doesn't make a difference. I really don't need a high power contrast. I really don't need this. I don't need that. All I have to do is have the lights out and I can basically have an amazing picture. That's not true. Now, I'm going to go back here just a minute. I'm going to show you. On this side, we have a white sheet of paper, and that's a white sheet of paper right there. That's a gray screen paint right there mix, and that right there, it's an Elite Dark Star 9. And you can't even see the detail in the flower, completely gone. Like I said, any OLED demonstration backgrounds will always be black. If your screen can't pick it up, it's going to come out gray. I feel so sorry. I had a fellow who came into my room, I think yesterday, was very upset. He had a great screen, and he just was not getting color pop. So what is the point if you own a 4K projector? Pointless. If you're using a gray screen on a 4K projector as we speak, that is a waste of your projector. Even at 1080p, even at 720p, you have wasted your time and your money. Let's try something really dark. Trying to find something really with heavy contrast. Let's try, let's see, 4K jewelry displays. see. Black night sky. Let's paint a night sky. That's pretty beautiful. Deep blue ocean. Red velvet. Red velvet screensaver. A little bit farther than that. Red velvet screensaver. Green flowers. Like I said, it can display white, can't display color. deep red flowers. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. Rare black rose. That's amazing. Gotta get a look at that one.
Red roses are probably the most cliche romantic gift ever. Have you ever considered a black rose? There aren't too many females who will deny the extremely rare.
That's amazing. I didn't even know they made. Okay, I gotta look that up. That's some research for me to do. That's beautiful. Let me see. Black supercars. Bugatti. That's nice. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Bugatti's really nice. I like that one. Black OLED. Oh, that was way off. Let's go back over here for a minute. That's it right there. Oh, these would be too easy. No, we've done that one too many times to count. OLED, the perfect black. What if it's this one? No, that's the one I wanted.
The dazzling stars adorning the night sky. The warm, peaceful glow of the sunset. The magnificent feast of colors brings about a sense of awe and admiration. But when we look at the world in a different way, we realize that it is even more amazing than we ever imagined. There is one essential element that defines every color. Everyone knows, but no one has seen it in its true form. The unforgettable visual experience originates from the absolute color. The black that coexists with
Wait, I gotta go back and do that one again. That was interesting.
everyone knows, but no one has seen it in its true form. The unforgettable visual experience originates from the absolute color.
It's funny how that's black and none of that's coming up black.
The black that coexists with every color. The warm, peaceful glow of the sunset. The magnificent feast of colors brings about a sense of awe and admiration. But when we look at the world in a different way, we realize that it is even more amazing.
Oh yeah, white screens and gray screens gonna be around for a while. Yeah.
There is one essential element that defines every color. Everyone knows, but no one has seen it in its true form. The unforgettable visual experience originates from the absolute color. The black that coexists with every color. The black that emphasizes all the colors in the world. And the black so deep that it reveals itself among all the other colors.
Keep in mind, the same way I'm seeing this right now, you're watching this with me.
Even a
You're looking at the same thing I'm looking at.
perfect black in which
So it's kind of like you're here in my living room or my gaming room watching this with me live.
shows each
You're watching the same thing I'm watching.
every color. Open your eyes and for the first time experience
I think people forget about that when it comes to live. That you're watching this the same time I'm watching. We're all watching this in real time.
brings about a sense of awe and
We'll take the lights out to show you that even in the dark, it doesn't do any better.
You realize that it is even more amazing than ever imagined. There is one
Now, if you
essential
think for some reason that anybody's light gray screen paint is any different, I'm going to prove it to you. I'll be buying that paint this week. Is it this week or next week? I'm going to be purchasing the paint. I'll be buying the personal mix. It will be here. I'll be doing a demonstration with the original Digital One Crystal screen paint. We'll match the products, see how close they come together, and then I will paint that paint on this screen. Well, not on the screen. This is my gaming screen. On another screen, we'll do the demonstration outside. We'll do it inside. We'll test against everything, and I'll show you that gray screen paint mix is no different than the Digital One Crystal screen paint, and it will react the same way on a Supreme 8. Now look, check this out. Let's go back here for a minute. And I got an interesting sample sheet on here that's way beyond any screen paint mix.
It's truthful, the unforgettable visual experience originates in
Those colors will blend a little better.
the black that coexists with every color.
I'll keep it going.
The black that emphasizes all the colors in the world. In the black so deep,
Like I said, I guarantee you, bar none, I guarantee you that when I get that personal mix here, I guarantee that our original Digital One Crystal screen paint is going to match it. And I guarantee when I do a demonstration against the Supreme 8, they will all react the same way. Well, not the Supreme 8, but I'll get bare silver screen, I'll get everyday primer, and I'll get the personal mix and the original Digital One Crystal screen paint we developed 11 years ago. And I'll line them all up, and I'll put contrast on just like this. I'll do the color patterns, and I guarantee you it'll react the same way. Exactly the same way. So that means you just paid $80 or $100 for something that we made 11 years ago. Give you something to think about. We could have gave you that for $30. I wouldn't even charge you for that. It's old technology. We don't make it anymore. You look up under Digital One Crystal screen paint. We made that product 11 years ago. That personal mix, we already made it. I guarantee you when I get it here, and I'm going to show you the box and everything, we ordered it. If the order's not denied, we're going to use our company P.O. box. I'm going to order the product and bring it here. And I guarantee you our old Digital One will match it. We use a light gray screen paint we used to develop. Not only will it prove we developed that technology 11 years ago, but it also proved that it's flawed and it's outdated and it's no longer to be used. And then I'll show you in the video how to make the older version of our original one for $30 a gallon. Because I don't care if you use it or not. We don't sell it. Even if I did remake this stuff again, I still wouldn't sell it to you because I know it's flawed. It'll never be close to anything like this technology. You're watching me do an OLED demonstration on a black screen that's pulling it up with no problem. The other reason why the other screens are coming up light gray because they can't pull contrast. And you're going to be surprised when you find out one of these screens on here is $3,000. The $3,000 projection screen. So when someone made a comment about the price of my technology, I can beat a $3,000 screen. I can beat a name brand screen. You can't do that on a light gray screen on any level whatsoever. They can't test their products against high performance screens. So if I have a customer who's about to spend $3,000 for a screen and he just watched me outperform one, which one do you think he'll buy? The 3000 or the 468?
it reveals itself among all.
Now, I want you to see this right here. See how the color blends in? Somewhat? I told you, these screens have to be in the dark. In order for that color to blend somewhat, it has to be in the dark. The minute you put on any light, it fades out. Just like when I showed you in the different shades of color, it can pick up white, it can't pick up color. Because it has poor ambient light and it doesn't have it doesn't have contrast. Even if you use a dark gray screens don't pull up on black. They pull up dark gray. And by the way, that right there is a white sheet of paper next to a gray screen paint mix. Told you there's no difference in between the two.
perfect black, in which even the black color itself cannot be faked, at last shows its real depth out of every color. Open your eyes, and for the first time, experience all the colors.
It's not to tear you down. It's not to make you feel bad. It's to show you exactly what you are really getting. Because for the longest time, come on, man, these people have been coming out here with these gray screen paint mixes, and you know, when we did it back in the day, that was it. People were doing all gray screen paints. There was no such thing as black technology. It didn't exist. So the only thing out at that particular time was gray screens. But now, in this era, with gray and white screens, are you kidding me? Why are we still even using this? So the bottom line is here is that the fact that I'm not going to come on here, get a 4K projector, put you into a dark environment, and then zoom up on the screen and say, look how beautiful that. No, you got to explain why. You have to explain the reason why the screen is reacting this way. That's why I can show you a customer. That's why I did the live paint on demonstration in a customer's house. We watched it the same time I did the screen. They watched it the same time I did the screen. Their biggest gripe was they did not want to be in the dark. They wanted a screen that was going to react like a TV. Now I think, I'd be going too far. I was thinking about, I got another live demonstration coming up. I may basically paint someone's screen on their wall and then repaint over, but that'd be going too far. I'm trying to keep things friendly. All right, let me go over here real quick. Let's go. The OLED one was actually pretty sharp. I like that one. That was pretty sharp. Let's see what else we got over here real quick. I like the OLEDs. The OLEDs, man, that deep, dark black, I like those demonstrations right there. OLED True Black. LG. And this is the lights out. I want to get that, let me see, Samsung. Samsung got a nice one, too. Nice one. Let me get a real nice one.
You've never seen perfect black until now. You've never seen perfect color until now. Not just a new TV, a whole new category of television. LG.
As I'm saying, LG would have not spent so much money investing in this black technology if they thought it wasn't worth it. And everybody's got it. Sony's got it. Just about everything has OLED black technology embedded in it. Let me see. Black screensavers. green matrix screensaver. Relaxing Black Starry Night. Oh, that's kind of creepy. I don't know what that is. Relaxing Black Starry Night. Way off from that one. Let's try this one. Relaxing Black Night Sky. I don't even know how we got pink into that one, but let's see. Relaxing Black Space Night Sky. That's what I wanted. I don't know where we came up with that one. No, way off. Ooh, better that. Relaxing Sunset. Let's try something darker than that. Well, can't get music attached to that. Nope. Anything that has music attached to it, I don't go near it because I never know what's going to pop up on it. Let's try Black Lightning Strikes. Oh, I kind of forgot there's a dude called Black Lightning too. He's a superhero. No. Let's go with Lightning Strike Scenery. Let's go with Lightning Strikes. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to go with LG, because LG has some sharp ones on here. Let's go with LG. LG. Let me check out something real quick. I'll do some good ones on here too. What's this one? No. All right, playing a whole lot of music. I don't want to hear.
An epic story of mankind from around the world.
Boom.
Larger than life.
I had a funny feeling there's a copyright on that too. What you can play and what you can't play with. Let's do that one with the lights out. So if we get a better result. Keep in mind, my Sony VPL is a $3,000 projector. $3,000. Look it up. VPL FH30s are $3,000. If I had the $3,000 projector at 4,300 lumens, 1920 by 1200 and WXGA, and I had a white gray screen, and I got this result, chances are I probably would take back the projector. So wait a minute. Hold on. Let's bring it back. Let me see if I can find my switch on here, because as I told you, without my projector, without my screen, my projector's garbage. On a $3,000 projector. So let's hit some of this on the white wall too. Also, I just hit the wall too. I'll bring some of this up to the wall. All right, there we go. I'll make sure we get some of that screen in there too. There we go. $3,000 projector at 4,300 lumens, 12 feet 5 inches away. Because I have some people thinking that, okay, you can get these projectors on eBay for $300, $400, but they're thinking that they get the projector, they can achieve the same picture that I'm showing you in the demonstration. No. You need that technology to make this projector look like that. Let's take the lights out. I can bring a 4K projector in here and it still will look like crap without that screen. Now, watch, we'll go back. I hate to beat the dead horse to death here. We'll bring the screen projector. I think this is the one I got right up here. The right one? Yeah, there we go. We'll bring it all the way up. There we go. We're getting up to see how far we go up. There we go. Now we'll do it again. So keep in mind, I have people ask me, what is the model number of my projector? Because you think you have the projector, you think you need to achieve a perfect screen. No, right? You have to have this particular form of black technology to do so. Which you can go buy the projector. You can get the projectors on eBay. I think I saw one on there for about not for a bad price. It was around I saw one about $300, about 300. They don't last long. The ones for 300 never last long. It's a fantastic projector. I love Sony's. Let's bring that image down because it's starting to look mighty ugly. Bring it down. There we go. I really don't know how much more I could possibly show you on some of the things we have done here. Deep blue whales. Now, watch this. Blues automatically fade. That's one of the things I was trying to show you. The last thing I'm going to show you. When someone asked me to put on white. I love that. When they say put on white, put a white scenery on and let's see the white levels. Because keep in mind, as they always say, that when it comes to a Supreme 8 black technology, that it doesn't produce a very high white level, but as we've seen, the white levels are extremely good on a black screen. But like I said, gray screens, white screens can't produce color. They can't. They can produce a white level, they can't produce color. They still can't pull color. So when I show a demonstration and you see a switch onto white scenery, I know some people are probably thinking in the back of their mind, well, there you go right there. You just proved it. Your screen doesn't produce a high enough white level. Well, watch this. I'll put it on the color white. I want you to stare at the screen very carefully. Now, in your mind, you're thinking, all right, it's producing an amazing white level, which means the colors are going to come out brighter than the black screen, right? The part I've been trying to teach you that you would understand, and not to be rude or anything, it's just to show you that white does not fade when you turn on lights. You can have a white screensaver on, just like you see right here. The white does not fade. It always remains white no matter what. Lights on or off, white always stays white. Now, the white screen here, it's going to be brighter than gray because it's natural white, of course. But color fades when light hits it if it has no contrast. That's why I have no problem showing you white against my black screen. Now, watch this. You can produce white, you can't produce color. So if I go in and I pull up neon red, not neon gray, neon red. Let's do this again. Neon red. There you go. Some people don't want to see that. They don't want to accept it, but it's true. You can pick up a white level, you can't pick up proper color. This is why you calibrate your projector. This is why you have to stay in the dark, because you can't pick up color on your projector. Now I'm going to turn the lights on. And if you notice, our technology's color stays the same. It doesn't change. Dude, that projector is fake. I'm sorry. If that's a projector you're naming, it's fake. And if they, oh, wow. Let me ask you a question really quick since you chimed in on your projector. What's the lumens on your projector? Is it 1080p or 4K? And by any chance, your projector, is it under $2,000? Is it under $1,000? Because if you're saying, if I look up your projector and it comes up, it is a BenQ 1080. Guess what? My projector is higher than yours. My projector is 4,300 lumens, 1920 by 1200. It's a WXGA. It's a widescreen. This is my projector right here. That right there is a commercial venue projector. They're $3,000 on the market. That projector has firm software in it that allows me to be able to warp and bend my screen at will. I can do 2 pictures at the same time. Picture-in-picture capability on my projector. These are venue commercial projectors. Now, I know for a fact it doesn't make a difference if your projector is 1080p. And then on top of that, to show you, that's an Optima GT 5600 sitting on top of that projector. That projector has a 20,000 to 1 contrast, 3,000 lumens, full 1080p. I got another Sony Ultra Short though downstairs. I own about 10 to 20 projectors. Just because you have a BenQ doesn't mean anything at all. You're still going to get the same picture quality that sucks. And if you don't believe me, go out and get yourself a gray screen or white screen and do a star field demonstration in a fully lit environment. And I want to see if your screen comes up as dark as mine. Because one of my projectors downstairs has a 10,000 to 1 contrast. That has a 20 to 1 contrast. And then I have a projector that I just purchased, which is a new Panasonic projector that has a 16,000 to 1 contrast. These are not toys I have over here. Next week, I'm actually looking at buying a $7,000 projector. It is 18K. No, it's not 18K. It's an 8K projector by Panasonic. It has a 50,000 to 1 contrast. You couldn't pull black or colors on your screen if you even tried. You couldn't do it. Some people think that's the biggest conception that people have. They think for some reason that their projector, because it has a 20,000 to 1, 10,000 to 1 contrast, that you're really actually going to be able to see that contrast. Your contrast can't pick up on there. I can take a projector downstairs that has a 200 to 1 contrast and I can pull up a better black level than a projector of 20,000 to 1 on a gray screen. Trying to get black to come out of gray or trying to get a black level to come out of white or gray, it's like trying to squeeze water out of a stone. It's not going to happen. I don't care what kind of projector you have. All right. And let's see what you got here. You're saying you have the BenQ. Should I switch on my computer and pull up your specs on your projector? So feel free to put a link at the bottom of the video. Do a YouTube demonstration. Do it on a gray screen. Do a contrast demonstration. Do it in a fully lit environment. And show me your projector pulling up a black level, a solid black level on a white screen. I'll give you 2 days to present that demonstration. You can post it right at the bottom of this video. I won't even block it. I guarantee you for the day I just said this, that no post will pop up at the bottom with his projector showing a black level on a gray or white screen. You got 2 days, my man. If you're going to challenge what I do, I want to ask you to back it up. Now, if you want to say, well, your technology doesn't work, you know, you do demonstrations inside your house, you know, I have paint on demonstrations where actually recently I just went to a customer's home. I went to a customer's home and painted a screen in live for everybody to see on a projector that cost her $120, an Epson 480 ultra short throw. You're going to have a gander at, I think King Groot is over there, Mr. King Groot. You know, because when somebody says, well, you know, you have to have evidence that your product actually works. I don't know how much more evidence one can give but actually doing a live demonstration at a customer's home. And they had a ball watching me paint the screen in. Let's pop over. And I'll put the link at the bottom. You can check it out for yourself. You'll enjoy it. It'll be quite entertaining. And her projector is nowhere near yours. Her projector is only 720p. It's an XGA projector. Nowhere near the power I have on my projector at all. Man. Let's go to... Oh, that's a demonstration I just did outside today on a gray screen. Enjoy.
480 ultra short projector, and we're painting the screen on site at a friend's.
Now the reason why the video is so gritty because, like I said, it was live and I'm using my Verizon. That's a black screen painted on her wall. Now the reason why she wanted that setup because they wanted a TV, but they wanted a big TV and it would cost too much money.
Live, that's live.
So the ultra short though was perfect because it's away from her kids. There's not wires hanging all over the place. And then on top of that, the fact that they wanted to use the screen in a fully lit environment. You can paint on anything you want. Anything you want, you can paint it on. This is wallpaper. This screen right here is wallpaper. This is not painted on my wall. This is a wallpaper projection screen right here. See this? That's wallpaper. We sell these. You paint on anything you want. So I'll post a video if you want, but this is, like I said, I thought, my friend would say it'd be better if I just did a live demonstration at a customer's home. And that's what I did. And they sat there, their family sat there and watched me paint the screen and set the projector up. Next week I have to go in there and I have to install the speaker system. I'm going to be posting all the links after the video is done. But I'm a luminous 4K screen paint. It's you'll see it when it pops up. But I will post everything at the bottom. Oh, we're in Philadelphia over here. That's my cell phone going off. If you hear a horn going up in the background, that's my cell phone. I had to put that horn on there because I'm always running around the house. And I can't find my phone. So that's why I put that horn on there.
Right now. And you're doing something. How can you pick up? She going down? Yeah, just explain to her that I'm not hyper right now and that I can't basically do anything.
Now they want a screen in their backyard. That's what I'm doing next week. I gotta put a screen in the backyard. I don't know why, because it's wintertime over here, but whatever.
Because I told her I was leaving out the door.
You can paint the screen. You go to the website. We got a website. Go to our official website. You can order right from there. You can go check my other videos out. My other videos, I have all my information posted at the bottom. You can see everything from there. No problem, no problem. You have a good one, Duke. You have a good one.
I've done two coats because the wall is pinkish color.
So the wall had to be painted twice because she has a semi-gloss kind of coating on the wall and it's pink. So the first time, I didn't want to prime the wall. Really, seriously didn't want to prime it. And you don't have to prime it. It's like a 1 to 2 coat depending on what the surface is. Usually this stuff paints over everything. But they had this coating on the wall, so if the kids smear anything on the wall, they can just wipe it off. So I just wanted to hit it the first time, second time, bam, it was done. Okay, sorry for the gritty video. Everything was done live. I'm just getting some spots that I missed, which I had to do over again. But other than that, the screen came out fantastic. I think after I left out of there, they were sending me some videos back and forth of Her friend just came in. They were watching the game. They had a Netflix night over there. They're watching movies and stuff like that, and just having a ball with it.
Yeah, she knows. She can be on board. She got those projection screens sitting in the house, and on top of that,
I'm saying my wife can't be bored because she has there's projectors literally all over the house. So if she doesn't want to watch the screen upstairs, we have a 200-inch in the basement. I think we just hooked the Xbox One up to that one down in the basement because she does Tomb Raider on that screen downstairs. And then the summertime, oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. Okay, you guys know that we have a Supreme 9 coming out, and it's going to be the Supreme 9 and Supreme 10 are going to be customized for physical screens only. All right, so we got a contract with a company to fabricate our inflatable screens. Woohoo! So the Supreme 9 is going to be pressed onto a inflatable screen, and my screen I'm putting in the backyard is going to be a whopping 200 inches. Yeah, my screen's going to be gigantic. I'm putting a 200-inch screen, the inflatable screen in my backyard. It's going to be massive. I cannot wait. If I can get 240 in, I'm going to try to get 240. If I can get 300, I'm going to try to get 300. So I'm actually in the process of ordering. That's the projector I'm talking about, the one that's going to cost me $7,000. I'm going to get this projector. It's going to be a short throw venue projector. It's going to look like a refrigerator. Well, not that big, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's going to be a good sized projector. But yeah, 240-inch screen. This thing is going to be massive. If I can get the 240 in. If I can, I'm going to get the 200. But that's going to be our promo screen.
It took too long. If I installed it in, it took too long for me to put that in. I installed it in.
This me peeling the tape off? Yeah, started from that side of the side. Now, yeah, I went over to the side and did it. My crazy feelings.
Yeah,
So I had to be careful when I was peeling the tape off because the tape had paint on it and I didn't want to hit the wall.
Or you owe me like $10,000 now for this job.
So fastest way to paint the screen is, what I do is, I actually project the image on the wall first, and then I put the paint tape around it, but I always make sure I put the paint tape about 1 inch away from the physical screen, so that way if somebody bumps the projector, you can just put it back in. It's not, you don't have to have a lot of, it's not too tight to the screen. So it just gives you a perfect screen. So 1 inch away from the actual screen itself, so you have a little bit of forgiveness room if you have to adjust it back in. Some projectors don't have that lens shift, and that lens shift is like really important. It makes it easier. Now you see it has to be, it's in a fully lit environment. And that's on a projector, Epson 480. I showed her, she went to eBay, she picked it up, I showed her where to go. She got it for $120. That's it. And that's for 720, it's 720p.
Okay, I gotta go. Thank you all for your time, for coming and watching.
Now that's the one I put in. This is the repeat. We went back, and we're just doing just the screen's already dry. They're playing around with it. Now you see how the blue is on that PS4 menu? Same thing. Same reaction, same well-lit environment. That's what I love about when I did that demonstration live. Because I can show you here live of my screen in my gaming room. This is my PS4 dashboard, as you can see. And it's the same way as in the female who I painted the screen in her living room. She has a PS4 too. Now remember when I was showing you the different color codes, how certain screens fade when the light hits them? I'm gonna show you something real quick. I went outside and did this the other day. Had some fun outside. I can't wait till the weather gets a little bit warmer. But this is a screen I'm actually going to be removing. I actually got to dismantle and take it apart to get ready for the inflatable screen that I'm putting outside.
Okay.
So let me come out of here real quick and let me show you this one right here. This is the one I was in the backyard messing around with today. That is my 120-inch screen that's actually made out of canvas. So it's made out of painter canvas. Now, if you're doing painter canvas for your screen, what I suggest you do, if you're going to do a canvas screen, do not buy the canvas over at Home Depot and Lowe's, due to the fact that that is a painter's canvas, as in used for drop cloth. It's going to be pretty crappy. It's going to have all kinds of knits and strings hanging out of it. And on top of that, it's going to have a seam. Regardless of whatever size you get, you will get a big seam in your screen. So what you want to do is you want to go to Amazon and you want to get some artist canvas. Now, artist canvas is very smooth. The seams are on the edges. It's a really nice surface. But keep in mind, it is canvas, so it's going to absorb paint. So what you have to do is you have to lay the screen down. Once you staple it down, you want to paint it with any kind of paint. It doesn't make a difference. It can be white paint, gray paint, primer, whatever. You want to build a foundation on it. So you hit it the first time, it's going to seep through. Let it dry. The second time you hit it, it's going to be stiffer and it's going to lay a foundation and it's going to let less paint seep through the screen. Then when you apply our technology to it, then you have a perfect screen without, losing a lot of paint in the process. And that screen sitting outside is canvas. Now, the reason why it's not moldy or anything, because before when I was building the frame, I sprayed it down with a polyurethane to protect the frame from actually warping or bending in the weather. And also, too, the canvas itself, once it was coated, it was sprayed again to keep the surface from basically molding or whatever nonsense that goes on outside that I don't want to happen into my screen. But I'm going to show you in this demonstration. This was done today. That I took a huge piece of a screen paint mix, put it in the middle of our black screen, and showed you a demonstration of a movie outside, because we want to actually start putting the getting the point across that when these new outdoor black inflatable screens come out, we're going to show you why our black technology in 9 is going to be far more superior than any white or gray screen out there that's used for outside. Same thing applies with color. With the color fading outside, it does inside the same way. So I'm just going to show you a few pieces here. So this is Tron that I'm watching outside at 5, I think it's 5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. And I'll put this link at the bottom if you want to check it out. Now, this screen has been out there since, I think, let's see, this is January. That screen's been out for 4 months. So the best way to test a screen for weatherproof is to build a screen. We came here this summer. So that screen has been out there. Some of these screens have been out there since summer. And they've been in snow, sleet, rain, cold, heat, whatever. They've been out there. Now, come winter, if we do get snow, I will be doing a demonstration in the snow. I might do frozen. That's showing you Tron. Tron has a lot of black levels to it. Let's move on from there. We are going to go into Batman. Now, keep in mind, even though it is around, hold on, let me make sure I get this straight here, because I'm going to show you from the door, so that way we don't have any misconception on the time that we are outside doing this. But keep in mind, even at 5 o'clock, there is more ambient light outside physically than there is in your home with your lights on. It may not seem that way, but it is. And there is no way, where this screen is sitting, think about it, there is no way for this screen to be sheltered by any form. No walls, no ceilings. It is just sitting out there in all that ambient light. So the gray screen can't pull up. But that black technology we developed, it can do it. So keep in mind, when you have your barbecues or your events or whatever's going on this summer, you're having fun, whatever, this coming summer, instead of you waiting until 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock for the sun to go down so you can fire up your projector, you could do this at 5 o'clock. Let me see if I can find that recording because I don't want to go back to this over and over again. Let me see. That's me walking in front of. There we go. I think that's me picking up my phone. And this is Batman. So my neighbor across from me was sitting there watching with me. I'm watching Batman outside at like 5 o'clock. And he wants a screen next summer in his backyard for his kids. Because they had a white screen out there, and one of his gripes was the fact that they couldn't see the screen. They had to wait till it got dark in order to watch the movie. Alright. That's all Batman. I'll put the link in there, you can watch it. There it is, Starfield demonstration outside. Let me see if I pull this phone up. Wait, let me go back here a bit. Oh, shoot, I forgot to show you real quick. I do apologize. I'll go back and do that real quick. I just want to show you that real quick. I'll go back and show you real quick. I want to show you the other sample sheet because we had an interesting sample sheet laying against the screen, but I kind of pulled it off, but I'll show it to you. So I want you to check this out. The flower blooming, this is a real interesting one because it looks like it's doing a pretty good job on a light gray screen until the black, till it peaks around the black screen. Red does not pull up. Like I said, doesn't make a difference inside or out. It just doesn't pull up. There you go right there. Red. 4,300 lumens outside. What we got on here? So 190-degree viewing angle on a black star field outside. But I'll put this down here for you to check it out for yourself. All right, so look, hold on for a minute. I'll show you this real quick and then I got to get out of here. It's go back to that white real quick. I'll show you this really quick. I'll show you something before I bail out of here. So we're going to take white. Man, really? Seriously? Alright. We're going to take white. We're going to take gray. And we're going to take this screen right here. Stick them all together in this one spot. Just going to do this really fast, really quick. Right? Alright, got 3 gray screens set up against the wall. We'll take our lights out for this one. Alright, we'll bring up the white level real quick. Let's do this real fast. I'm going to show you the white first. So you see there's 3 different screens up here. One screen is the $3,000 screen. It's an Elite. There we go. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to pull up Neon Red. Nope, not Beyond Bread. Neon Bread. Or whatever. Neon Red. Did the same thing outside as it's doing inside. Alright. Let's go past this. Matter of fact, let's put in screen color test. That's a lot faster, I think. Hope this is not the flashing one. One of these things. There it is. There we go. Hold on. I gotta go back. I messed up. So it is the one. I thought it was one that actually just one color. We do all multiple colors at the same time. I think white should be next. That's gray. Nope. Got purple. There's yellow. We had a good bunch of colors in this one. Black, as you can see. That was gray. This is black. Yeah, because it's a lot darker. And there's white. Alright, now let's sit on that one. Let's go back real quick and let's grab the grays. Clear. Throw a gray in there. Throw a gray in there. Grays, color grays. What you think the screen should pull up better gray? Let's go with the light gray first. Alright. And let's pull up a dark gray. Alright, now. As you can see, you're not going to get color with the lights off. So, color green test. No, wrong choice of words. Let's go with color pattern test. And you see the white screen does not pick up jack because it has no form of contrast in it. This being a screen paint mix has a little bit of black in it. That's why it's picking up a better color. This is much darker, but you'll see what that screen is pretty soon. But as you can see, when it comes to a Supreme 8, the color is much better. Sorry about that. Better people. Something funny. That one today, because Mr. Bird has a habit of misplacing his stuff. Never puts anything back where it's supposed to be. So I cannot find anything. Anything back where it's supposed to be. Alright, whatever. We'll have to figure that out later on. I don't even know exactly what I did with that. I don't have it over here. I don't have it over here. Let's see. Chances are it probably fell behind something and I don't know where it's at. That's me. Oh, no. I found it. I see it right there. I see it right there. I found it. I see it. I see it. All right. I see it. All right. Black house paint right there. Now, the reason why I put the black house paint up there is because you're going to have some people thinking, well, all I had to do is just go out and get myself some black paint, a house paint, and I can do the exact same thing you just did in your demonstration. I can produce a black image just like you're doing. No, you can't. Because any black surface will produce contrast. The only problem is it can't produce a white level. If it doesn't have enough white level, that means the image comes out dirty. I think we've gone over that about 1,000 times. But let's begin on this one. Let's bring this back a little bit. And let's start there. And as you can see, the black is going to come out with an oversaturation of too much black contrast. So you have to have a perfect level of black and white at the same time. Now, as you can see right here, these screens are producing, this is gray, not white. This is actually screens are producing, this is, the white screen is producing horrible gray levels. This is somewhat really good. This is actually kind of good, but still, like I said, not there, quite there. And the black is producing too much of contrast, so that's why it's coming out darker. All these are faded. Too much contrast, too dark on that one. There's the black. As you can see, contrast level is too high. We should be switching to a white pretty soon. Nope, that's not white. I'm looking more of a gray. Let's go over and pull up clear. There we go. I want a brighter white. That's better. So as you can see, the black screen is too dark, not enough a white level, and these have actually very good white levels, but they can't pick up color, as we have explained. So let me put this back on red and I'll show you what we have as in the high-end screen. Now, for those of you that are thinking that, okay, well, your product is way too expensive and I can do the same thing with black paint, and as you can see, if you do it with black paint, bottom line, or any kind of black surface or screen or whatever, you're just going to come up with a very dirty, dirty image. If you feel you can do it with a lighter screen paint or gray or dark gray, whatever it may be, it's not going to make a difference. You're still going to come out with a faded color. So let me show you something here. Maybe we can go with a dark gray. Now, do you see this is sitting right against my projector, and it's still a faded image because it's not black. So let me show you real quick. All right, so before we start this, when people are saying, well, you know, you charge a little too much for your product, this screen right here is an Elite Dark Star 9. So you can see what that sample sheet was. This is one of the top screens that Elite makes. Not the white screen, not the Polar Star, not the Gray Cinema 5D. These are called flagships. These are the expensive big boy screens. You see how dark that screen is? And see how that image was pulling up such a white light image on our screen? Because it's not black. These are called the Prime Vision or Elite Prime Vision. This screen right here for a 100-inch would cost you $3,000. You want 120? $4,000. That's what these screens cost. Now, when someone says, well, I can go get an Elite screen for $400, that's a white screen. That's the bottom dollar screen. If you want to get the Gray Cinema 5D or you want to get the Polar Star, one of those screens, then you're talking about $1,300, $1,400. My Wallpaper screen is $468, and it does a 235.1. It is ultra short though compatible, and it can pull images outside at 5 o'clock in the evening. The screen paint that paints a 100-inch to 120-inch can pretty much be coated on any surface that you could possibly think of. But yet, this right here is a $3,000 screen. So next time somebody says that my prices are too high, well, if you want the kind of technology your screen produces, you can either spend $3,000 for a screen, or you can just have one of these things over here that are pretty much going to come out too dark where the image is going to come out dingy, or you're just not going to be able to produce any form of color whatsoever. So I think it's an extremely fair price. Now, for those of you, if you want to go with a light gray screen paint, and that's what you want, well, when I do that side by side to that personal mix, I'll show you how to make the original Digital One Crystal screen paint. And then you can make that for $30 a gallon without shipping, because you can go pick it up yourself at Lowe's. All right, so let's remove this. Let's remove this right here. Let's take all this off. Because the first thing people want, you spend all this time and all this money to get this really good projector. You do your research. You know you do your research. You know, you check web page after web page, site after site, eBay, Amazon, whatever. You read specifications. You go to forum sites just to get all the information to get that perfect projector in your home. And then you set it up, and you ain't got the picture you think you got. You don't have it. I know. We all go through it. As many projectors I buy, I still do research on projectors. I want to make sure I get the right one. But I know from my technology, it doesn't make a difference what projector I get. I can get the crappiest projector I can find. As long as it's name brand on eBay, it's going to look amazing on my screen. I don't have to go through none of that nonsense. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to, we have a dark gray screen. We're going to go to Starfield demonstration really quick. I'll bring this around so you can see it. It's a dark gray projection screen mix. All right. So I'll show you something right here. We'll go to Starfield. Just to show you, if the screen is dark gray, you still can't pull contrast. Man, should never eat that piece of pizza. That's a bad idea. All right, so let's go to Starfield. I see him. Trust me, I'm on a lot of forum sites. And I see people come and say, yo, I just bought this new BenQ, and, you know, it has the contrast levels, and, you know, it has all this stuff. You know, they name all the bells and whistles and everything it has with it. And then it's, I can't get the color to pop. I can't see why the color won't pop. I can't see why the projector looks faded. Is it my lumen count? Is it the fact that I may need 4K? They're just running through all these diagnostics just to see exactly what they need to do to get that color to pop. And it has nothing to do with your projector. Your projector is perfectly fine. The problem you're having is basically your screen. That's the problem you're having. So that right there is a dark gray screen paint, as you can see. And it produces gray. So when you're sitting in the dark, you think you're seeing black because there's not a black screen behind you. There's just your gray screen, and you think you're actually seeing black, but you're actually seeing gray. Now, I just showed you the color of the screen. That's the color of a Dark Star 9. See how dark that screen is? See that? But it's black to you, but it's not black. You are seeing shades of gray. That's what you're seeing. Now that screen right there, the Dark Star 9, has a gain of 0.9. 0.9 gain. That's the gain, 0.9. So we have a 0.9 gain. On a screen that is dark gray. Keep in mind if the screen is dark gray, dark gray, light gray, even or with dark gray. Dark gray is always going to be lighter than black. Black is about as dark as you can get on a screen. So if it has a 0.9 and it's a gray screen, it should be able to produce a pretty good contrast level, but you're not actually getting black. That's why I said if we do a demonstration against black diamond, it's not going to come up black on the screen. The screen is gunmetal. Gunmetal is a dark gray. Dark gray is not going to come up black on the screen. It's going to come up gray. That's it. You're not going to get true blacks out of there because it's going to come up gray. All right. Let's see. My battery's dying real quick. So let me show you this real quick. So we're going to take the... Matter of fact, just leave it up there. 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 We're going to take, put this in the front real quick so you can see the different colors in the screen. Now the darkest screen up there, of course, is our Supreme 8. And then we have the Dark Star 9 and we have a dark gray screen paint. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put in some beautiful 4K flowers. See if we can get it all to blend in real nice. See how high? Now keep in mind, in order for our screen to blend in with a dark gray screen, white levels have to be pretty high. So let's go over to just some pretty 4K flowers. Let's go put those in real quick. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick, easy. 4K flowers. So let's go put in something pretty. There we go. Put this in right here. Bring it all the way to the back. Yeah, gray screen decided to say not today. All right, so let's get some more tape for that gray screen. It decided to go AWOL on us. Give me a minute there. I'll come back and get it. Where did you go to? All right, come on. Let's play nice. I know you don't want to be at this demonstration, but it has to be done. All right, there we go. Get in there nice and tight. All right, let's come back again. Gray screen decided to go AWOL. Let's try this again. All right, where did I just put my controller? Now keep in mind, our screen is black, and the Elite Dark Star 9 has a 0.9 gain. So if our screen was so dark, we couldn't pull up a bright enough green. Let's go over here. Sorry about that, I do apologize. Just grabbing some random demonstrations. Just showing you how high the white levels are on our black technology. Can't pull black. Doesn't make a difference if it's dark gray. Can't pull black. Because on any OLED demonstration, the backgrounds are always black. So that means anything that hits that screen, that background is supposed to come up black. Because OLED TVs are not gray, and they're not dark gray, they're black. See how incredible the blues look on a black screen? See, people miss that. When they do these demonstrations on OLED, on these gray screens, they miss that. They don't see that background right there. They don't see how light that background comes up. That's what they miss when they watch those demonstrations. Because they got your head all wrapped up looking at everything else. And you're not looking at the background of the screen. Because it's coming up gray and it's not coming up black. Usually when they do that demonstration, let's move this out of the way real quick. Some show you little tricks I like to use. You got to use any light gray screen paint mix. It has to be done in the dark. Can't pull that image up in all this light. It's not going to come up. Now, so you'll turn the lights out, they got a better chance of showing you a better image. But see, there's no black screen standing behind it, because since there's no black screen behind it, you can't see the flaws in the screen. You think you're actually seeing black, you're actually seeing gray. So that's what you're really getting. But when you're watching it in your house, and you don't have black technology standing behind it, you actually think you're seeing black. Technically, you're seeing gray. Now, like I said, keep in mind, we're all watching this at the same time. This is all live, all real. That's why when you watch anybody displaying a light gray screen paint, dark gray screen, whatever it may be, they will never do it with this kind of lighting in the environment. That's why you always see lights near the screen peppered out to the environment, but nothing physically hits the screen. That's what you call ambient light controlled environment. The environment is designed to make the screen look good, but not make the screen conflict with too much light. Because if they put too much light in the environment, you're going to get that. I'll show you one more time. Again, there won't be any black technology behind it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going on eBay tonight. I'm going to order me, let me see what I'm order. Order me a projection screen. I'm going to do one side of it white, one side of it gray. And we're going to do demonstrations off that. And then I'll take a square piece of our technology and I'll just stick it right in the middle of the screen. See how that all washed out, no scales, no detail. All right, well, that's it for me. I'm tired. I have much to do for tomorrow. Look at that. Even the PS4 menu comes up faded. I know I go on and on and on. I do, but I just want you to be able to see. And this is the reason why I love that YouTube came up with the real time, the live, you know, because it allows you to be able to see at the same time. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? You can't see any smoke and mirrors. Projector, screen, demonstration samples. You know, it's clear as night and day. So this is exactly what you're really getting out from your projector. And it's a shame because I know you're out there doing your research. Some of you probably doing research right now, and you're going to different forum sites, and you're asking about the lumens, you're asking about 4K, you're asking all these questions, so you can get the best picture you possibly can just to go set it up on a light gray screen paint mix that pretty much is going to cheat your projector on every level you could possibly think of. And I showed it to you right here. You watched it live. You watched me do color and patterns. You watched me do contrast. Heck, I even showed you white levels on a black screen. I showed you crystal clear that my black screen displaying a white level, and you can clearly see, as I told you, and I backed it up, that any white screen or light gray screen, white does not fade with the lights on. It doesn't fade with the lights on. It doesn't fade with the lights off. But if you put a color up there, it's going to wash out because it doesn't have enough contrast. And even if it's a dark gray, it still can't pull contrast, even with the lights out. So I know some of you are saying, well, you know, I should turn the lights out so you can see how the screen's going to react. Well, I did it right here. I showed you exactly what you're getting. So you go out and you spend all this money for this projector. You spend money for the movie seats and popcorn machine and LED lights and the movie posters and the whole 9 yards. But always in the back of your mind, you're going to be thinking, are you getting the best picture? And you're not. You're not getting the best picture quality. I can go out right now and I can get myself a $70 NEC piece of crap of projector and I can put it on that screen and it'll look fantastic. I don't have to worry about contrast. I don't have to worry about the lumen count. I don't have to worry about this 4K, 720p, 1080p. I don't have to care about 10,000 lumens or sorry, 10,000 to 1 contrast or 20,000 to 1 contrast. My screen's black. I can get a projector of 200 to 1 contrast or 100 to 1 contrast. The screen is black. It's going to pull black level regardless. I don't have to be subjected to being in the dark. I don't have to worry about being in a dark ambient light controlled environments. None of that. I've got screens that pull up outside. If I have a screen that can pull an image outside, this here is nothing. It's easy, you know? And that's what I've been pushing for at least about 5 or 6 years, and I already did it already. I did light gray technology. I did that light gray screen paints. Been there, done it. Silver, been there, done it. Black is just the best. Now, keep in mind, if I was developing light gray screen paints 11 years ago and I was doing silver, what would make me stop designing these particular color screens and just stick to a black screen? There must be something there. It's just basically just telling you, you just get much better by using black technology. It is. It comes out much better. And not all black technology is the same, which I proved that. Some of it just produces too much of a contrast level that pretty much just dirties the screen on to no end. So, I'm happy I did that live demonstration because, like I said, I'm not going to say anything about it. I forgot. I can't say anything about it. Not until July. In July, that's when I'll start talking about it again. But other than that, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I've been advised not to say anything or talk about it. At these particular events that are going to happen in July, I've been told to keep my mouth shut. So let's move on from there. All right. So, I'm going doing any gaming tonight. Probably going to download some stuff. Actually, I'm waiting on the 8th. Hopefully, I've been talking back and forth to the vendor. My Panasonic projector gets here. And this projector is supposed to be something like 1600 to 1 contrast. Something like that, full 1080p. So there's some... I can't wait to get it here. Somebody did use it in their demonstration, which I plan to use in ours with their product, which it should be interesting. You see how it reacts in a real fully lit environment. What else was I'm getting at here? Let me see what I got here. Time on my battery here. Battery's still good. It's not going to die yet. Let me see. Oh, well, real quick. Hold on. We're going to work on, I understand my product can be a bit expensive, and it is. You know, it is expensive because, but consider the fact that we're beating like $3,000 and $4,000 projection screens, okay? You know, when you show your product can beat a $4,000 screen, $5,000 screen, or bottom line is you can go not toe to toe, but just say bottom line is you can have a conflict with a company like Black Diamond who pays an interest in your product, which I found that quite fascinating. I found it quite fascinating. Big company like that interested in what I do. But when you get results like that, you know your technology's good. I'm sorry. I mean, people can sit there and when they're making the claims, I guess the 3 individuals are making a claim about my product being too dark or whatever. That's why I did that live paint on demonstration. Can't beat that. I had a customer call me today and place an order because he was impressed by that demonstration of me going into a customer's home and painting the screen live in real time. So something's wrong here. So if 3 people are saying my product is not what it is, and I just painted a live demonstration in front of a bunch of people for everybody to see on YouTube, and that screen came out nice and bright in the white levels and on a $120 ultra short throw projector, then somebody has been playing around with my product and it isn't what it's supposed to be. But like I said, mum's the word until July, because I got something planned. And by the way, I was going to say real quick, my logo, Crystal Age, there's a copyright on it. Anyone who flashed that logo, just to let you know. I'm going to be getting my documents over at LegalZoom and actually displaying my copyrights. So I do have copyrights on my labels. If you flash my label without my permission, I will see you in July. So let's move on from there, because a lot of people realize a lot of my labels were copyrighted. And I'm hoping you didn't flash that label without my permission. All right, so let's move on from there, people. What else I'm gonna do real quick, because my battery's dying. I gotta go eat. I'm hungry, and I think I've been on here forever. Let's see. I want to do the plexiglass. I'm not going to do that yet. I got an invisible wallpaper screen. We just got it here. I can't even show it off because it's not even going to have an 8 applied to it. There's going to be a 9 applied to it. Maybe a 10. We might put the Supreme 10 on it. I haven't decided what we're going to do with it yet. But we're not going to be able to show you any of this stuff anytime soon. The inflatable screens, those 9s are only going to be coming out in the summer. But we're going to have pre-orders. I got people already calling in to try to get pre-orders for those screens when they come out. And I cannot wait because mine is going to be a beast. I can't wait to set mine up in the backyard. I might do a retro pie on it too at 240 inches if I can get 240 into it. No, I don't even want to speak now. All right. Oh, yeah. Hold on. This is what I'm going to do real quick. We got that which one on our page, don't we? There we go. This one's on our page. Why do I have this on my screen? So you can see this right on my front page when you go in. But I think I'm going to do more Paint on Live demonstrations. As a matter of fact, I got a customer coming up this week. He wants the screen put down in his basement, so we're going to paint the wall. You know, first things first, and I try to do things not too ruthless, because, I mean, I'm trying to be fair and not try to do this the wrong way, because I am a little ticked that somebody tried to basically do something. Okay, I keep forgetting I can't talk about this. All right, let's move on from there. Because, like I said, y'all don't even know the half of it. You don't even know the half of it. We got text messages from, I have at least about 60, maybe more than that, text messages from this particular individual with all kinds of crazy stuff on it. Emails, all this stuff was forwarded to our legal department. So it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I can't show you any of this stuff because I don't want his number popping up and I don't want anybody getting this information. I don't do stuff like that to people, but yeah. What people don't understand is when you send somebody a text message now, here's the thing about the law. You can't record, if you record someone's voice without their permission, there is something called digital media law in California. They have one here in Philadelphia. It's called Penal Code 636. I know this for a fact. If you record someone's voice without their recording, this is punishable jail time, like 1 year or 2 years you could possibly get for this. So we dubbed a few videos, and one of his videos we dubbed basically had a voice recording where he played me back in a private conversation. Text messages. I warn people about this. Do not send text messages to people because text messages can be used against you in court. We had tons of text messages from his job and all kinds of stuff. We did traces on the numbers. It's insane. It is really freaking insane. It is. But like I said, the same way you saw me paint that screen live, come court date, I had to do that in the courtroom. They're going to have me paint that screen. That's what my attorney's going to have me do. Paint that screen in the courtroom. And the same way you saw that demonstration pop up live, that screen's going to react the exact same way. It's not going to be good. It is not. Yeah, it's going to be good. I avoided this for 2 years. I really did. I tried to, but this is not going to be good. I wouldn't. What's going to happen? I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. But it has to be done. Someone has to be used as an example not to do this again. So, yeah. It's I don't know. You know, you guys hear me say God bless at the end of the video, and somebody saying, well, I thought you're supposed to be a Christian, but Christians are meant to be doormats, man. You spread the nasty rumor about me being a scammer, and I prove time and time my technology works on so many levels. And it's called slander, my friend. And I have to do this. I have no choice. I really feel bad for what's going to happen. But like I said, these are demonstrations you're seeing from my customers, testimonies. And over there, it's like, that's a 3,000, no. That's a 1,000-inch screen, projection screen, with floodlights running across from one end to the next, or a church we did overseas. And they did a video testimony for us. But like I said, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but I don't have a choice. Okay, let me see real quick. I think we're done here. I'm not going to do any gaming today. That's basically about it. I got to post this video just about everywhere today. That's basically about it. I had to get my account back, because not my account back, but there's something else I'm supposed to get from here too also. Assassin's Creed. All right, people. I hate to go. I really do. I do enjoy spending time with y'all. Even the ones that don't like me, I do enjoy spending time with y'all. Well, 2020 is gonna be big. We got new screens coming out, and we got a whole lot of projects that are about to pop off. I got some major investments I invested in about a year ago that is going to bring me a great deal of capital to allow me to be able to move freely and to do things on a different level this year. Also, too, we got promo commercials coming out. Bam, bam, bam. Yes, I got promo commercials coming out. I have, we got somebody actually designing commercials for our company's logos and stuff like that. And on top of that, my company may be coming offline, which means we want to be online. Yes, we still do business online, but we're actually thinking about bringing up a couple of big storefronts. So with that being said, I said too much already. I got to go. Got to charge my cell phone. And, well, y'all have a blessed day. Sorry about the little rant in there. Man, you know, it's stress. Life gets to me sometimes, you know. But y'all have a good one.